internet friends, good morning, welcome or welcome back to Sustainable Sierra YouTube channel. If you're new around here or you haven't visited me in a while, hi, welcome, my name is Sierra and I'm an American who lives in Yorkshire and I make videos about my life and stuff. In today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, I've been doing a little unboxing, which I haven't done in about 6 months, and mostly because I just haven't done unboxings very much on this channel anymore because I've been increasingly picky in the companies that I work with. However, the company we're going to be unboxing for today is Buoy electrolyte drinks, which is not something I had heard of before. They reached out to me, but I did a bit of research and then I realized that I really wanted to work with them. So Buoy, if you guys are watching, thank you guys so much for reaching out to me and for sponsoring this video. I think it's gonna be really fun, so let's get into it. So before we do the official unboxing, I just want to talk a little bit about the company because I think it's really interesting. So Buoy electrolyte drinks is a small company, which actually, I don't know if you guys saw them, they were on Shark Tank and they've also been sold in CVS for a number of years at this point. But Buoy electrolyte drinks is different than any other electrolyte drink because it is not only pocket size, so you don't have to carry around those huge bottles of electrolytes, but it also is different from other companies because it doesn't have any nasties in it, and it's also super cheap. So if you get the variety pack, I think you can get it as cheap as 28 cents per serving. When was the last time you saw a bottle of electrolyte drink to 28 cents? I never have. Even back in the 90s when I was a kid, that stuff was at least like $1. And honestly, I've even seen them in some arenas or like sports places for like $5, which is crazy to me. But anyways, Buoy is really good because not only is it affordable, but it also is sugar-free and doesn't contain sweeteners, meaning there's nothing actually in the product to make the taste sweet. So it's safe if you're sensitive to things like that or just don't want to be consuming it or have your kids consume it, which by the way, it is child safe as well as being dye free, which is really good. So yeah, let's get into the unboxing. So this is what the box will look like when it arrives at your house. I actually, when Buoy reached out to me and asked me which kit I wanted, I asked them for the variety pack so I could show you guys all the different kinds. Also because there's a couple of different kinds I was interested in trying based on like what activity I'm doing. So I thought this would be a really good thing to show. It just says Spark of Life, Ocean Harvest, it's mineral rich. I should have mentioned this a minute ago, but Buoy electrolytes are actually ocean harvested rather than lab created, which is what happens with a lot of other electrolyte companies. But I did ask them because I knew you guys would ask. One of the main concerns a lot of people have with ocean harvested electrolytes or ocean salts is that they have microplastics in them, and Buoy has done third-party testing to check for that and they haven't found any electrolytes in their product, which is awesome. Also, another thing I knew you guys would ask about was heavy metals, and according to, I actually have it written down here, according to their third-party testing, they contain 87 trace minerals, not heavy minerals, but 87 trace minerals, and heavy metals rarely show up as detected, but sometimes have trace amount due to the harvesting of sea salt, which I know I'm not looking directly at the camera, I have notes down here, but I just wanted to mention that because I know that you guys would ask about it right away. However, with regards to the heavy metals, I feel like pretty much anything natural has the potential to have heavy metal contamination in it, even like plants that we eat because it comes from the soil. So I just wanted to throw that out there in case anyone was wondering because I know that you guys will ask. So anyway, let's actually have a look and see what is inside. It says at the top, add to any drink 4 to 7 times per day, which Buoy itself is an electrolyte drink that you can add literally to anything and turn it into an electrolyte beverage. So what I like about that is, for example, I can use it for my son's football practice. I can just squirt a little bit of it in there and then suddenly his water is electrolyte water, which is great. And I've also seen online that people add it to coffee, tea, or personally I'm looking forward to adding it to smoothies on the days where it's really hot and I've been out walking the dog early in the morning. So first part out of the box is their Buoy Classic Hydration Drops, which do literally and exactly what they say. They're just their original hydration, which I suspect that they originally made this one and then made all the other ones after that, but it's got a really pretty blue packaging. It really reminds me of the ocean. I think it's gonna look really cute like in my beach bag with all my other stuff. Right, next one is the Buoy Rescue Drops, which is again designed to do pretty much like it says in the packaging. It's designed for like muscle recovery and things like that. And the next one is the Buoy Immunity Drops. This is actually the one I'm most excited about for traveling. And then there are the Buoy Energy Drops. I think it has a little bit of caffeine in it. Yeah, to help you give a little extra energy boost after you're tired or when you've been sweating a lot and things like that. And then the last one is the Digestion Drops, which is designed, as it says, to aid digestion. So that's it. That's all of them in the box. You guys can see the box is empty. But yeah, now that we've unboxed everything, I thought it'd be fun to try 3 of them. I actually have 3 glasses of water here that I'm going to try them in. It does say on the product packaging to do them into a minimum of 12 ounces of water, so, or whatever drink you want to have. So I just have 12 ounces of water in each glass. So I thought we could just give them a try and see what we think. Before we do our little taste test, I just want to let you guys know that Buoy did give me a discount code for you guys to try. It's actually just a link that's down in the description of today's video. So if you decide you want to try the product after a little taste testing, you can click on my link and you'll get 20% off of your purchase. Alright, so first one we're going to try together is the classic Buoy hydration drops. And when you go to use your Buoy, all you do is you just give it one good squirt and then mix it in and you're good to go. So let's give it a try. And this is literally my first time trying them, so we can find out together whether or not we like them. So here we go. That's a good squirt, right? I think that should be enough. Moment of truth. Actually, I'm going to taste the water in here first and then taste this one. I mean, it's water, so I don't know what you guys are expecting. Wow. Okay, so moment of truth. I think that in just plain water, depending on where you live, you might be able to taste it just a little bit, but honestly, the flavor of this that's in your glass is so like inconspicuous. Like if you put it in there and then drank it later, you'd probably forget that it was in there. Actually, the more I drink it, the more I kind of like it. All right, next one I want to try, I think it's actually the one I'm most excited about, which is the Buoy Immunity Drops. Which, as I said before, is designed to help you with immunity so that when you're traveling or working out, hopefully you're less likely to get ill. So we'll see how this goes. But just so you guys can tell, okay, this is one I'm just using. This is my new glass of water, which I'm going to taste before. Just tastes like water. Does that count as a squirt? Oh, interesting. I don't know if you guys saw it, that when it comes out, it's actually kind of green. All right, let's see. Yeah, once again, the taste is very, very similar to like the original one. But honestly, I think once again, if you put it in here and then didn't taste like a blind taste test right after, it would taste exactly the same. Let's do one more taste test. Which one did we try together? I really want to try the energy drops, but I also want to sleep tonight because it's about 4 in the afternoon. Let's try the digestion drops. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm traveling a lot, which is something I feel like I do all the time, I feel like I have a more sensitive stomach sometimes than usual, so this should be really nice to give a try to see if it helps as I'm traveling. That was a really big squirt. Wow, okay. Mix it up just a little bit. I don't taste that one at all. Actually, change of plans. I know I'm not going to taste them, but like what if we just opened all the other 3 and smelled them? It might give us like an idea what the taste is like. Let's see. I'm going to try the energy drops first. Let's see. It doesn't really smell like anything. It does have like a little hint of something in there. I think, is it the green tea? Yeah, so this contains the ingredient that makes it an energy drop. It has green tea extract in it, so it's probably what I smell. And it says that it has 30 milligrams of caffeine. So that's like half a cup of tea. So it really doesn't have very much in there at all. But okay, cool. All right, now let's try the brain health ones. It looks like ginseng root in it. So it'll probably smell a little bit like ginseng. This one has no smell. Okay. Cool. All right, and then the last one is going to be the rescue drops, which I'm guessing is just going to be pretty much the same as their original, since maybe a little bit saltier smelling because it has probably a little bit more salt in it. Yeah, there's no smell at all for this one. Yeah, nothing. Actually, when I compare the two of them, the smell is like literally the same. So yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, I think that's the end of our little unboxing and taste test, which has been really fun. Of the 3 that I have tried, I think my favorite is the digestion drops. Mostly just because I feel like the flavor is the least detectable, but honestly I feel like these products, as I advertise, have no artificial flavors, so the only thing you're going to taste in there would be the salt. So anyways, overall I really like this product so far, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who either exercises a lot or travels or has kids or really just struggle to drink water, which honestly that's something that I really struggle with, especially because I live in quite the cold climate. So yeah, if you do want to try Buoy for yourself, they gave me a little link which I will put here along the screen and also in the description, and you can get 20% off of your first order. And yeah, that's it. So I hope that you guys Enjoy this video, like and subscribe before you leave, and enjoy your buoy.